Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma, and I have a rare one for you, this 2013 Infiniti FX50. Yes, this is an FX50, very rare version of the FX series, and later on it had its name changed to the QX series. Infiniti complicated things and confused people. In 2014, they revamped all their model names, so the FX series, which was the FX35, FX37, FX45, FX50. They dropped it completely and they started calling it the QX70. And then you had the QX70 3.7, which was the V6 version, or the QX70 5.0, which was the V8 version like this. So if you're curious what the difference between an FX and a QX70, really it's just a name. They did some updates and revisions, but pretty much till 2017, between 2009 when the FX series had a ground up redesign, and 2017 when the QX series was discontinued, not a whole lot of changes, very similar. And this particular version is in very nice shape. We took it in on trade, and it features a 5-liter V8. That's the difference between an FX50 or an FX37. The FX37 has a V6 that makes 330 horsepower, a great engine, but for those who love the sound and performance of a V8, they would go for the FX50, like this one that features a 390 horsepower V8 engine. And it was quite a premium opting for the V8, that's why we didn't sell that many. When you went from the V6 to the V8, it was probably, I think, $10,000 more just to go from that 6-cylinder and 8-cylinder engine. So most people went for the V6s, and eventually they ended up discontinuing it. I think the last year for the V8 option on this vehicle, I think, was 2015, if I remember correctly, or 2014 might have been the last year. The V6 making 330 horsepower, $10,000 price difference when we're new for 390 horsepower. Not a huge jump in horsepower for that amount of money, so that's probably why we didn't sell that many. But on the used market, things are a little bit different. It's not a $10,000 premium to get this versus a V6 version. And this thing sounds amazing. I'll rev the engine a little bit. Not very loud, but sounds amazing. There's nothing like the sound of a smooth V8 engine. And this 5-liter V8 that went into the FX50, this is the only vehicle that got this 5-liter V8. And it is an awesome engine, and it's very, very quick. Along with the V8, the FX50 gets a lot of performance equipment. You have a adjustable suspension, so you have auto and sport mode. You have steering wheel paddle shifters, larger brakes, sport tuned suspension, obviously, with the adjustable suspension. You have a little bit extra bolstering in the seats to hold you in place during performance driving. Really nice color combination as well. I love the Java interior on this one. Beautiful wood interior accents throughout. This one has heated and air conditioned front seats, so whether it's on heat mode or air conditioned mode, it won't just be a heating element, it'll actually blow warm air through the perforated holes, so it feels a lot nicer versus just a heating element that heats up underneath the seat. Having the warm air circulated by a fan makes it a lot more comfortable. Likewise, same thing when you put it on the cooled mode, it will ventilate air conditioned air through those perforated holes in the seats. And something to take into consideration, not all climate controlled seats are created equal. Some people will say it has ventilated front seats. There's a difference between ventilated and air conditioned. This one is air conditioned seats, so in cooled mode it's air conditioned. On ventilated seats, it's just cabin temperature air that's circulated. So it's definitely better than having nothing, but nowhere near as good as having air conditioned seats like on this one. This one has a lot of safety features, distance control assist that will push up on the gas pedal if you're accelerating towards slow-moving traffic, just telling you, hey, it's time to slow down. Then we also have intelligent brake assist, which will help mitigate the severity of a collision. Lane departure warning and lane departure prevention. Obviously, we have navigation, a 360-degree round view camera. Infiniti is actually one of the first companies to offer a 360 camera like this. Moonroof, automatic dimming mirror, universal garage door opener, intelligent cruise control, that's steering wheel tilts and telescopes. This one has 80,166 miles. And I've been with Infiniti about 16 years, and I think it's probably been about 2 or 3 years since I've seen a pre-owned FX50 come through our store, just to show you how rare these are. And since they don't make them anymore, they're only going to get rarer. So if you like this one, I wouldn't hesitate too long. And if you happen to live out of state, we have a very big pre-owned business. We sell vehicles out of state on a regular basis. We can help you get it shipped and help you get it registered and licensed in your home state. Contact us for more information about that. Also has a rear entertainment system, which is a nice feature. The rear seats also recline, making them a little bit more comfortable. You also get these unique wheels and tire package with the FX50, and as I mentioned before, we have larger brakes. It really is quite a beautiful vehicle, unlike any other vehicle on the road. It's not your typical boxy cookie cutter SUV. As you can see, it has a power rear liftgate. It has a cargo area cover, which is removable, and you can fold down those rear seats for more cargo space. It has a cargo area protector. There's a spare tire, and then there are the roof rack crossbars. Those aren't cheap, they're about $300 or $400, so it's nice that you have those. The FX50 is built and assembled in Japan. It is one of my favorite vehicles, and unfortunately, like as I mentioned before, this series ended in 2017, and they really don't have a direct replacement. The QX50 was redesigned, and it ended up kind of filling in a little bit of the gap of the FX50 or the QX70 series. But the one thing that's different about this is actually built on a sports car platform, so it's a true performance crossover, kind of like in the flavor of like a Porsche Cayenne. Even though it's an SUV, it has a serious sports car DNA baked into it. So this is not really designed to go off-road. Obviously, it can handle dirt and gravel roads just fine, but this thing is designed to be an odd-road, all-weather performance vehicle with its amazing intelligent all-wheel drive system and its balanced sports car platform. So it's rear-wheel drive bias, so when all-wheel drive is not needed, it will be 100% rear-wheel drive during normal driving conditions. And the reason why they do that is if the all-wheel drive system's constantly working all the time, it's going to chew through your tires faster, and it's going to reduce your gas mileage. But also having that rear-wheel drive bias gives it the feel of a rear-wheel drive sports car. But this FX50 has a brain that's always monitoring driving conditions, so as soon as those rear wheels slip, in a matter of milliseconds, almost instantly, it can send up to 50% of the vehicle's power to the front wheels. So this does amazing in the wet weather the wet slippery weather we have here in the Pacific Northwest. So I'll put that 390 horsepower to the ground in the most efficient manner. And if you're gonna drive in the snow, you'll do a lot better with all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive. These were also available with rear-wheel drive. You'd probably find a lot more of those like in Southern California markets, things like that. Absolutely beautiful design. Lots of looks and compliments, and this does not look dated at all. Probably people will see this and they might not think it's a 2013. They might think it might be a lot newer model because it was really cutting edge when they redesigned this vehicle. It really is a beautiful, very modern looking design. And of course, the heart of this I keep on trying to call it a QX70, which it eventually became. The heart of this FX50 is this amazing 5-liter V8, as I mentioned before. 390 horsepower, very smooth, very powerful. One awesome and one very unique performance luxury crossover. Thanks for watching this video. Hope to see you soon and have a wonderful day.